Oh, Wayfinder. I see you got Pa's invitation. Between us, he gets a bit sappy about that sort of thing. Though, I suppose the Battle's Eve feast isn't exactly a joyous occasion. More of a precautionary goodbye. But, dwell we shan't. Still plenty of fun to be had. Although your alliance pals look to be having none of it.
Aside from me, Kaith, and Malice, they don't know the Lowlanders very well yet.
Shall I introduce them? Pressure them to mingle? If all else fails, some honey wine should do the trick.
Appreciated. But you just enjoy the festivities. I'll see if I can loosen them up. Seems like you don't know what to do with yourselves.
This place is a bit rougher around the edges than Her Majesty's royal court. Although, I don't mind the change of pace.
The Lowlanders may look intimidating, but appearances can be deceiving. And they could say the same about some of us.
I wouldn't characterize it that way.
How about I introduce you to a few of the council members? Might help break the ice. For starters, Queen Jenna, there's someone you might like to meet. Ah, I suppose Anise was present for the grand reveal. Aurora, I'd like you to meet a colleague and friend of mine, Queen Jenna of Kryta.
Your Majesty. Well, this is an honor.
Dagonet, I know someone you'll have plenty to chat about with.
I'm eager to make their acquaintance.
Dagonet, meet Soaring Crest, agriculture master, expert in Janthir's ecosystem and plant life.
Most things. I've still much to learn of your people.
Then we're one and the same. Let's fix that.
And finally, Anise. I know just the person for you.
About time. The suspense was killing me.
Countess, meet Barbed Vale, Spearmaster. I pity any who find themselves on the wrong end of her spear.
Are you speaking from experience, Commander?
The sparring match is soon to start. Who dares face our Spearmaster in this test of might?
How about you? Think you could take Barbed Vale one-on-one? Apologies. The eve before battle leaves them restless, sparks nerves. They hide them with spears and boasting.
I don't know that I'd be the best sparring partner, but I think I have just the match. Commander.
Go get him, Commander!
How can I ever repay you for this, Sinise?
Watch your stance.
Sick 'em. I'm out of endurance.
Watch your stance.
We heal as one.
Yeah, Vale!
Watch your stance.
Furious.
Damn!
We heal as one. Sick 'em.
Damn!
I feel furious.
Wide open! Wide open!
More than enough.
Exceptional, Wayfinder. You face me one-on-one and live to boast. You've earned that right, and my respect. The strangers should fear the fate that tomorrow promises them.
Deft work out there, Wayfinder. Nothing like sparring to shake the pre-battle jitters. Me? Well, I'd rather dance them away. The eve of battle always wreaks havoc on my nerves.
Well, battle is plenty of cause for nervousness. If you stop feeling nervous, that's when you should be concerned.
Wise you are, Wayfinder. Speaking of calming the nerves, the Rite of the Warrior dance is starting up. Join the dance circle. Make the others jealous with your swan-like moves.
The Rite of the Warrior dance commences. Who shall be first to thaw our dance circle? Perhaps a visitor. Wayfinder, you impress us with your sparring moves. Have you the dance moves to match?
You bet the Wayfinder does. Don't fret. I'll join you.
Gather round, fan our flames. Think of them as a warrior's life fire burning bright, in battle and in peace. That's it! A dance on battle's eve loosens muscles and inhibitions. A fine tradition. your bearkin gear. Whether you set off to battle or stay back to hold down the fort, we dance in camaraderie. Yes, fear not tomorrow, no, what a crowd! Let Ashmakers tell of this battle's eve for ages to come. Thank you all!
Gathered here we are to remember. No. Makes it sound like a funeral pyre. Wayfinder.
They'll appreciate your message, whatever wording you settle on.
Your assurance is appreciated. Although, I wish the message were one I needn't deliver.
I understand.
Never gets easier. Although, truth be told, I wouldn't want it to. I've some prepared remarks. Keep them brief, I shall, lest the rumble of your stomachs drown out my words. But first, I shall offer the floor to our visitors. If you've your own words to air, please, come forth.
I didn't come with a prepared speech, but as the leader of the Astral Ward and a vanguard of the Tyrian Alliance...
Huh. Now he's a vanguard? What happened to the triviality of Tyrian politics?
I'm sure the muse will strike. The foes before us may seem marvels, born of worlds unknown. Let me assure you, they are nothing new. Past millennia watched the Titans rise to power, only to be buried by history's indifferent debris. Tomorrow, we shall damn them to that same insignificant fate. Will they appear again in a future distant from our own? Who knows? Instead, we must remember life's true constant. The struggle for survival. Incessant, ruthless, natural. It is that very force your tribe reveres that powers life. So fear not these crude beasts. No. Fear repose. Fear a life so catatonic it makes risking death feel like living. I find it all rather freeing. Don't you?
For a minute there, I thought he had it. But then he kept talking.
Still not the worst pep talk he's given.
Our guest speech may seem disquieting, as is war, a thief of solace, and most cruelly, hope. Far too many of us know this firsthand. So I share with you a poem from moons long past. It has seen me to brighter shores. May it do you that same kindness. As we march toward peril's hearth, our kinfolk at our sides, each step, perhaps, could be our last, or first, toward kinder skies. Our spears will dawn, and fight till dawn, to guard the grounds we've stood, but won't have won till battle's done, and stays that way for good, and stays that way for good. That sentiment I find freeing. Until we see such times, we march, bare kin and allied friends, to guard our grounds against a foe most wicked. What they have in strength, They lack in respect for one another. We have both. And some damn good spears.
That was a very compelling speech, Elder.
They always seem to come together at the last moment. Still, tomorrow comes too soon.
We've prepared, tested our plan of attack, celebrated the many reasons for living. It's time.
Suppose it is, Wayfinder. But for now, the eve is young, and the festivities beckon. I do advise you all to get a good night's rest. Tomorrow, we rise.
Rare loot.
A perfect spot. You'll never find us up here. Now, tell me more about them.
For starters, I'm thankful they still want anything to do with me. I've put them through enough for a lifetime.
Well, good to get your baggage out of the way early.
Ald is doing the best he can, given the situation. He's opening up again. Slowly. Patience is the least I can give him. And I'm downright impressed with Boki. He's been through so much. But instead of running, he faces things head on. I could learn from him. My legacy is running from things I need to face.
There's far more to your legacy than that. After his ascension, I became fast friends with Lear, a son of Deldrimor. He reminds me so much of you. His views on magic, the dualities of creation and destruction, and logic and emotion. I spoke of you often to him, shared your writings, and he eventually came to form the Bastion of Balance in your memory. It was then that I finally accepted that even though you were gone, your teachings would live on. Forgive me if I overshared with him. With you gone, I feared the worst. I guess it was a way to feel close to you again.
I abandon you, and you honor me. I don't deserve you.
But now you're here, and I am more whole for it, my dearest friend.
Boki, a moment.
Oh, Ma's arrow. Thought she took it with her.
As did I. You know, one reason holding this feast was so important to me is that I couldn't give your Ma a proper send-off. I never even got the chance to tell her goodbye. And damned if I was going to let that happen again.
Pa.
Your Ma's intent was always to make you this arrow's keeper. She had wanted to wait till you were grown. And grown you have. From a cub adrift in daydreams to a warrior who's braved life's cruel realities. Far too soon. Wear this as a reminder that your maw and I are forever at your heart. Soar, my arrow.
Don't tell me you're afraid to dance, Isgarren.
Afraid? Huh. I just find no comfort in the senseless flailing of limbs.
I know. You need a partner.
I'll pass. I'm flattered. Truly. But I can partake from here while remaining still and dignified.
Oh, how rude of me. The Seers didn't have dancing, did they? It's just... I always thought you were the graceful sort.
Oh, of course we had dancing. It's not like it's chronomancy. You just set your feet, sway your hips in time to the rhythm. I know what you're trying to do, and it won't work.
All right, you win. Honestly, I wish Mabon was here. Anise tells me he was the life of the party.
He was a patron of many festivities over the years. A shame you only knew him in his direst moments.
One dance, then? For Mabon.
Fine. I will humor your childish whims. And then you will leave me be.
One becomes two. I'll see you around. One becomes two, two as one.
Good, we're all here. Bad news first. A nasty storm is coming. It's blocking the reinforcements from crossing the bay, even with the lowlanders guiding them.
If that storm is headed our way, then we probably need to get moving.
Scouted ahead. There are some ruins just up the mountain. Might be a good foothold before we push on the Titans.
Anything else?
That's as far as I felt comfortable going alone. Spawn everywhere, from all three of them.
Then we push to camp and take it from there. We just don't have a lot of time. Every move needs to be deliberate.
Wait!
Vale, what are you doing here?
I'm not letting our claw climb Mount Balrior without his spearmaster.
A good warrior and even better friend. May the wind carry us.
My spear is yours, Alder.
Ready, everyone?
No time like the present.
Let us end this.
Titan spawn!
Sick 'em! I feel furious! Might and glory!
A moment of relief.
There, look.
And filled with the stranger's spawn.
Come on, let's make quick work of this.
Might and glory! Take that! Sick 'em!
Secured.
Clear sky. The mist's energy shouldn't be too severe. We'll have the upper hand.
And no bloodstone in sight. Also good.
Time is our main enemy then, especially if a storm's rolling in. Dagda, any idea where they are?
Close. But their energies are... separate? They're on opposite sides of the peak.
Maybe they're expecting us. Probably a trap.
Regardless, they'll learn of our presence quickly. And if they can sense when their spawn are killed, they're already preparing.
It's a little while, but I have an idea. If they split up now, so should we. We know Greer's and Decima's song and dance. We all start picking them off, while Sorrow and Dagda keep the others busy.
I like that. Work our way around the mountain. Keep them separated. Kill them separated.
If the air tells me truth, Greer is to the east, Decima to the west. Harder to say, but north.
Okay, you all head to Greer like Pokey said. We know his ways. Dagda, you hold Decima in place.
When Greer is dead, be ready to move. I'll send a portal that'll bring you all straight to me and Decima.
Ready to go.
Let's move out.
Good luck.
How's everyone feeling about this?
A pinch nervous, but this is necessary.
I look ahead for days without strife.
I feel furious! Might and glory!
That's a big one. Together now.
Sick 'em. Safe from harm.
Done.
One less to worry about. Let's keep moving.
There, just ahead.
Let's go.
We heal as one. I feel furious. Might and glory.
You come once more to court, death.
No more hiding, Greer.
Bravery, a trait of the ignorant.
I feel furious.
You could worship us, Malice Sword Shadow. Let us guide you.
This is gonna be cathartic.
Omniscience will speed your decay.
False god fears death? Funny.
We heal as one. I feel furious.
Just a story to spare cubs. That's all your kind is worth.
Decima, return to the foundry.
we okay? Everyone alive?
Alive? Yeah.
Right on time. Come on.
Quiet. She's just ahead. I'm certain she can smell me.
Think she's waiting for us to make the first move?
Might be. Let's make her regret that.
Ha! The ants return for a crumb of bread, unknowing what... I can smell him on you. You!
Watch for her lightning. We know how vicious she can be.
These lads!
We heal as one. Had enough? Sick 'em.
You are next to enter the flame.
You are next. We already killed the brother.
We heal as one.
9 pests.
For more!
Crumble, Decima.
Meet you in the...
One becomes two. Two as one. Easy, cub.
My son.
Gonna feel that one for a bit.
Doctor, Commander, I think you two should go ahead. I don't think the rest of us can push much further.
Yeah. Probably wise. Wayfinder, how is your strength? Are you okay to face Ura?
Let's go.
I will remain here and protect them while you march.
I can sense sorrow and Ura ahead. Come on.
No Titan spawn.
Sorrow probably cleared the way. I hope.
Two as one. Sick 'em.
Where is Ura?
Ahead, I think. She's managed to elude me thus far. Keeps sending spawn to block my path.
I feel furious! Sick 'em. We heal as one. Where could she...
Look, is that a piece of bloodstone?
The bloodstone is about to surge! Come to me!
You killed the gods.
Emerge, beast!
I will drag your soul to the foundry to build my kin anew.
I feel bad enough. Sick 'em. Grant me your strength, my friend. Might and glory. Become one.
Our small murmur visions of your image. Perhaps I'll visit them next.
Sick 'em. Might and glory. I feel furious. Sick 'em.
Spilling God-spawn blood will doom your fate.
Doom my fate. Amusing. You will never threaten my people again. Grant me your strength, my friend. Sick 'em. We heal as one.
door we came through sits open. What does that mean?
I knew there had to be a catch.
We'll figure that out. But for now, she's dead. All three of them are. I'll collect the others and return them to the village. Their wounds need tending.
I'll meet you there. I want to linger behind for a moment. What did you want from us? From Tyria? We become one.
Wayfinder, welcome to the night of quiet breath. Feast before the battle, take a nap after.
Ah, my kind of party.
Come on. Everyone's resting.
That was one heck of a fight. Glad it's done. Exhilarating, though. Not quite the same as fighting an Elder Dragon, but a battle worthy of some fable.
Thank you both for all of this. Excellent backup you were.
Oh yes, that was all you, Cup.
You're very welcome.
Anytime, kid.
Pause inside with Sorrow and the blue guy. Might want to make our way in before...
Oh no. Malice and I will wait out here and keep guard. Mm-hmm.
How caring you are. Come on, Pokey. Better get in there before they start hitting each other.
After this, I'm starting torpor early.
Wayfinder, never has your arrival been so gladly received. Thank you for allowing us in your home, Claw of the Lowland Coden.
The threat has passed. Now, we must heal.
I agree. And on the topic of healing, Waiting Sorrow has more to tell you.
More?
Hey now, my cerulean guest. We already know she's a wizard, or whatever you want to call all that.
Little Claw, There is more to say. There's a version of the story that would take me years to explain, but I owe this to you both. Thousands of years ago, long before Or's prime, I was born of whispers, visions, and images. I was destined to become a voice of Coda, the youngest the Coden of that era had seen. My claw, he was kind, fierce. He sat with me many a night as I acclimated to my role. We bonded, but the dragon storm raged outside our dens, and as the storm picked up, Coda's voice turned angry. My reality changed. I started losing myself. I couldn't trust the visions. They lied to me. I'm not certain it was Coda that I heard. I hated having a destiny, and I felt like a threat. So, I left.
I know this story.
Sorrow came to me, and I helped her sever her tie to the mists. Coda's voice no longer burdened her.
You are the missing voice of our ancestors.
I am. And I have regretted leaving my people every day since. That's why I came here.
My people are not a balm for your wounds.
That's never how I meant it to be. I am sorry, Alder.
Air is what I need.
I'll go to him. Has a habit of retreating into himself, he does. Sorrow, you are not the monster you fear.
They needed to know you did what was necessary.
Now they do.
Wayfinder, back at the Wizard's Tower when you first returned Sorrow home, you may have noticed an air of tension, and the mention of Mabon.
Right. I was wondering about that.
It seems that our friend kept a few secrets under lock and key.
200 years ago, Mabon went to Bavanissos right after the Titans licked it clean. After the Mersat had been killed. Mabon told me he went to hide a mist gate that they kept in the gut of the city. He placed a ward over the isle. But when he died, that ward fell. All of Bavanissos once again exposed to the world.
I was with the Lowlanders when it happened. Even they felt their fur stand up.
Ura mentioned a door being open. Do you think...
I believe they came from the very gate that Mabon sought to hide. But even I don't know how it opened again.
If it's still open, then we need to find it and do whatever we can to shut it.
I agree, Wayfinder. Before any more Titans are forged.
Bavanissos is the worst of Janthir. Maybe one of the worst waypoints in Tyria's history. The situation must be contained.
I guess we're headed to Bavanissos then.
I will inform the Alliance. For a fleeting interaction between Mabon and I to become the focus of my thoughts, and one that happened 2 centuries past. I don't want to think of him as a liar, or ignorant.
Did he lie?
I don't know. But he certainly kept truths to himself. I was kept in shadow.
We'll find out what happened. I know that was hard, but it's good that they know.
I mourn, but I can't deny the lightness. A shackle. Released. I try not to regret my decisions, Wayfinder. There was no world where I remained with the Bearkin all those years ago. My visions were violent and indistinguishable from truth. I would have hurt someone, perhaps many, and he would have never led them southward. The Bearkin of the Lowland would not have thrived as they do now. Thank you for the shoulder, Wayfinder. But I would like to be left to my thoughts for a while.
You okay, Pokey?
You know, I'm just fine. Is that okay? I feel like my core should be shaking. But if I'm being earnest with you, Wayfinder, I'm fine. Really, I've got a lot of questions, but fearful I am not. My own world is just very small all of a sudden. And in the best way. There's so much more world to see. I want to see Sorrow's world, your world. I want to hear stories. I want to know more about magic. I want to see Tyria. I just need to make sure Pa's okay, you know? I was born when the world started changing. He's always lived in the wilds.
I've heard that tale from Ashmakers my entire life.
I'm sorry. I never meant to deceive you. I'm put into a lot of situations like that.
Blame you I cannot. You are just another leaf caught in the runoff. However, I don't think I can join your alliance. Not right now. It's not for fear of you. Your alliance has been generous. Most of the Astral Ward as well. Our world expanded with such velocity. I fear what may happen if the tides spill past the shore.
I understand. And regardless of your place in the Alliance, that won't stop us from helping you or the Bearkin.
You are a considerate diplomat. Despite my rumblings, there are worse examples for my son to follow.
Are you headed back to the Grove, then?
As much as I'd like to stay here with the Bearkin, yes, I should. I need to be with Mother. Mind you, I certainly don't regret coming. The Bearkin are safer now, and that brings me joy. I'm sad to leave. But if Mother were to worsen, well, this is not where I'm most needed.
Hopefully, her cure is just over the horizon.
I hope so. Time will tell.
I bet you're eager to get back to the office.
You know it. We accomplished a lot here. I also shook off some dust that desperately needed shaking. Been an Imperator for a while, but after Bangar, gotta admit, I was rattled. Needed to find my own wilderness again. This was good for that. I got back out into the field, got my paws nice and muddy. Didn't see the whole Titan thing coming. Almost a little poetic, yeah?
Did you find your wilderness, then?
The best thing about finding one's wilderness is that you're not really supposed to. Instead, you find comfort in not knowing. I don't want to be Connor. Too much wilderness. I'm ready to return to Ash, but I need to be in the field too.
You rarely see one of those.